Now, there's some complaints in terms of the gameplay for the campaign. I didn't personally have any issues with it, but people were saying like the first half was like tutorial for Matter Spark and Matter Morph and the Relocator destination abilities. I don't think so, and it's certainly not at the level of like Strand, for example. Strand was like pretty much the whole campaign was a tutorial of Strand. It certainly wasn't that level, and there's a point in this campaign that it just starts picking up, like ramping up wildly. You do have the ability to tackle multiple perspectives of the campaign, but ultimately it leads to one point of the campaign, and it's just as linear as every other Destiny campaign, to be very honest with you. But you can tackle it however you want, and it's cohesive enough. Because there are times where if you do tackle one moment of the story, then you tackle the next section of the story, and it's not gonna entangle too much. But there are moments in writing where it's like, wait a minute, this person said this about this thing, and he or she already knows about it, but then they're acting like they don't know about it in this moment in time, and it happens. It's not rampant, but it does happen. This campaign is chock full of cutscenes. Like there's a slew of cutscenes, and that's a good thing because obviously more cutscenes, more story, more context, more information about the what's happening in the next saga. And by the time you beat the campaign, you are fully aware the threat and where we're going next. And I don't want to spoil anything with the campaign. I think the campaign is very, very special. I think players should actually experience it themselves. But I'll tell you one thing, I was surprised about 3 times. Yeah, I was surprised about 3 times in this campaign. And it has literally nothing to do with Orin, by the way. My initial impression when I first saw the trailer for The Edge of Fate, I was like, oh, this is gonna be about Orin. There's a lot to do with Orin, but everything I was surprised about had nothing to do with Orin. The best written campaign, better than the Witch Queen, better than the Final Shape. And that goes to show on the sentiment with this game. The Edge of Fate is not doing the same numbers as the Final Shape, and it never was going to do those numbers because the Final Shape represented 10 years of Destiny.